Hello everyone, it's Margaret here with 60 and Me. Today I'd like to talk about our favorite word as we get older, stereotypes. They're everywhere. And, it's just so pervasive in our society, and we've probably come to adapt to, being treated differently, but I don't think we have to, and I don't think that we should. And I truly do believe that older women are far more relevant in turbulent times like we're having today than they ever have been. Our wisdom, our experience, not to be superior about it, but we've done stuff and we've been through things. We know the outcome of how things end, and we can be a support to people. So the stereotypes that people have about older women are just not accurate. I mean, for example, that we're technologically inept, that we have outdated fashion sense, we don't know how to dress on trend, we lack adventure. We don't like to do things. We stay in the house all the time. We're conservative. We have a conservative mindset. We always vote a certain way and have certain beliefs. We are resistant to change. We don't like change. We like things to stay just as they are. And we are, grandmotherly. We're not always talking about grandchildren. We've got that kind of, that grandmotherly feeling about us. That's a stereotype. We've got decreased physical ability. We don't do so much. We don't go skiing, or we don't do as much sport. And this lack of adventure in general. These are just some of the, we have traditional gender roles, or acceptance of gender roles. And this is our stereotypes that we have to work with and that we have to push back on. And I think there are two ways that we can do this. One way is with our words, the way that we use language to talk about who we are and how we are, living in the world. And the other is actions. So I think that there's some things you can say, and there's things that you can do to actually change the perceptions that people have of older people. And we can use our social media channels. We can use our, the places that we go, the meetings we go to, the activities and events that we participate in. These can all be ways that we share the ability for us to push back on stereotypes, including one that my computer is just falling over. There we go. Okay, so let's talk about these things one at a time. Technology. We're absolutely technologically savvy. We may not have the latest and greatest video skills for YouTube or Instagram or whatever, but we do have an understanding. We use it every day. And so that's the action, is to use technology to promote what we're doing on our social platforms. I'm not saying do all the cool things like I'm doing this, I'm doing that, like bragging about it, but just use the platform to show what you're doing and that you're not fulfilling that particular stereotype of being technologically not capable or not able to do it. And of course, talking about new apps that you're using, new applications, new videos, just putting things on your Facebook page that show that you're online, that you're actually doing things, and using language that's more accepting of, artificial intelligence, call it AI. Using the language that other people that are younger, maybe the ones that are thinking of using these stereotypes with us might use. Outdated fashion sense. Well, of course we can start talking about, fashion that is, for a style that we are passionate about, that we feel, I'm a cultured bohemian, you may be a romantic traditionalist. I mean, whatever you are, you can use the words that talk about your passion for fashion. And also you can wear clothes. You don't have to, wear the latest and greatest, trend, but you can actually wear clothes that, that you feel comfortable in. That's the secret. I mean, if you've got a little bit of extra weight, don't wear baggy, this is just my opinion, not to wear baggy clothes, because it just accentuates the weight. Just wear what you're comfortable with, and if it's baggy, fine, doesn't matter. But just wear clothes that are comfortable, that suit you. So talk about new clothes, new trends, something that you found that's on your online. I just found these great pair of cargo pants, and they're really, just exactly what I need. Or that you have a color preference in fashion. Talk about it, share. And if you don't, in addition to that, just wear. As I said, wear what you like. I honestly wear cargo pants all the time. Now, I don't know many 75-year-old, 74-year-old women that wear cargo pants all the time, but I do, because I like the pockets, I like for travel, I like with my grandkids, and I think if anybody's judging, that's their problem, because I don't care. I'm wearing what I love. And that's the thing about stereotypes, is that they only work if you play with them, if you agree to their terms, and we don't with that. A lack of adventure. Again, talk about things you've done for the first time on social media or with your friends. Share, or if you meet somebody that's out, say for example that you like to swim, and you go to the pool and there's some younger people, chat with them. You're swimming. Not only do they hear you talking about what's it, maybe something that you've done that, you know, achieved in the swimming class, or you, whatever, new pool or new bathing suit or whatever. You've talked about that you're swimming, but you're also acting, you're doing it. And for me, it's travel. You know, I like to go places, take videos and share with you, like, here I am here and this is what I'm doing. And I sometimes do say in my videos, this is what you get to do when you're 74. You get to travel and have fun. And a lot of people can respond to that. So you're acting and speaking about what you're doing that's adventurous. Conservative mindset or more resistant to change. Well, I mean, you absolutely can have your own views and your own political affiliations and alignments. But I think the secret here with a stereotype is that it pushes you like to the extreme. Like a stereotype is you're always this or you're always that. And older people are always conservative. They always do this. They always have a conservative mindset. They don't like change. Well, I think it's up to us to talk about the fact that we are embracing change. I mean, it's one of the conversations that we have all the time here on 60andMe about, you know, changing values, changing things that are acceptable in society. We talk about it all the time. So talk about it with your friends, with your young, you know, friends and your own adult children. Let them know, you know, that you know, they can tell their friends that you're doing this or doing that, and that you are, you know, active in looking at a positive, you know, kind of assessment of what's right for you, but you're not married to one, you're open-minded. That's actually what I should be saying here, is open-minded. Physical activity, well, okay, so you can't do the skiing or you don't, no, you can't, you don't want to do skiing or activities that are a little bit outside your comfort zone. I'm actually really good at this now. I'm getting better. You know, with my grandkids and I, we went to this toboggan run, and they wanted Bubba to come down the toboggan run, and I said, no, guys, I'm not very comfortable doing that. But I'll do this. I'll go on the cable car, and I'll go across with you on the open top cable car. But I just, you know, that's not very comfortable for me. And they accept it. You know, little kids don't have stereotypes, but try it with older people too. That, you know, oh, of course you won't. Oh, we won't ask Margaret to do this because she won't want to go. Just to say, but I do this, and I love to do that. But for me, it's just not my thing. You know, and you can have your thing. You can do what you want, and if it falls into a stereotype, so be it. But you don't. There's ways that you can talk about yourself, like even the way you describe yourself as an older woman, or a mature woman, or a senior. You don't have to be, you know, ageist about it and say, you know, I'm over 60, or, you know, like just making it feel like you are in some ways, you know, aligning to that stereotype of being too old to do stuff. Less adventurous in new relationships. Well, I think that, yeah, this is a delicate one, because I think a lot of women in their 60s and 70s have been burned badly by relationships, and they maybe don't want to get into another one, and that's okay too. I think that we, you know, can focus on conversations and debate and dialogue that's constructive and positive. And I mean, I love guys' points of view. I think it's wonderful when we have an opportunity to share, you know, the differences or the counterpoints, but I don't think you have to worry about, you know, jumping into a new relationship just to please the stereotype that you don't like adventurous relationships. Maybe you've done that in the past, maybe. I think you probably have. And, you know, I don't know if maybe that's something to share. I don't know. Oh, remember the time that we, you know, swam naked in the pool, whatever. You know, you can say that kind of stuff and say it's true. And then they go, no, yeah, seriously, trust me, I've been around, whatever. You know, just say stuff like that that makes you look and feel younger, because that's the thing that will shatter the stereotype, that you accept what they're doing because you did it and you've been there and it ends in tears, or it doesn't, whatever. Change, the words get in the way. We know that words have power. We talked about this actually in our Patreon group quite a bit. The other week, we have a live show on Monday, Wednesday, and if you want to join that, it's our Patreon supporters group. But we talked about words like crone, that were very acceptable in other cultures. It's like the wise woman of the village, the crone. But now it's like a crone is like something crusty and old and, you know, decrepit and aging and unattractive and whatever. But there's words that you can use. And we actually talked a little bit about the difference between mature woman and older woman. And which one do you prefer? Mature woman or older woman? Because we went back and forwards on this, and I won't say what we came up with is that both are equally edgy, but on the edge of really not being useful, like, you know, timeless wonders or aging hippies, or, you know, teenagers or teenager what was it? I forget what it was that added agers in it. But, you know, there's lots of other words that you can think of. But older woman or mature woman seems to be the two that kind of, or woman of a certain age. But that's like more theatrical. You can't say that every, here's some perfect clothing for women of a certain age. I guess you can, but mature woman or older woman seem to be the two. So tell me which one you think is better. Anywho, words get in the way, actions hold you back. So change your actions to be more inclusive, more open-minded, more, you know, just more you, because I know there's all sparkly, crazy people in there. There's like bohemian wonders in all of us, and we've come from a time where we were very open-minded and everything was possible. So maybe let's just shift to that a little bit and see how it goes. Okay, let's push back on aging stereotypes with our words and our actions. Tell me how you're doing it. Okay, everybody, take really good care of yourself. Have a fabulous day, and yeah, go in the world and shine. Show people that you're not the old woman that they think you are, that you're vivacious, open-minded, loving, compassionate, and kind. Those are my keywords. Take care.